or break a business. Our next demonstrator has an intuitive solution that takes the mystery out of pricing, reporting, and analysis. Please welcome Jason Houle from Lixto.
Hi everybody, my name is Jason Houle, and for the last 5 years I've been building the price intelligence business at Lixto Software in the travel vertical. Our price intelligence solution delivers real-time competitive price visibility on the web, and what we see, or we really believe this, it's critical for OTAs, for hoteliers to monitor pricing, product ranking, customer evaluations on the web to ensure their own competitive positioning. It's a well-established fact that for the same exact product on different distribution channels, you'll find price discrepancies. Different prices for the same product, rate parity doesn't really exist. Price optimization has to be based on market information that reflects what the customer is using to base their own decisions on, and that is information off of the web. Today I'm going to present an application built for the hospitality industry, and I'm going to show you how our clients use the information that we collect to benchmark their performance of their products and control the efficiency of their distribution channels. And in the development of this solution, Lixto has pioneered 3 innovations that enable us to deliver the highest quality, most efficient price intelligence solution available. So the graphic that you're looking at right now represents different aspects of our solution. We harvest data off of the web from any website that our customers tell us they want to monitor. The next huge challenge for us is to consolidate and normalize that data, make it comparable so that we can then run some analytics on it. And then our customers also will use that information in their own business intelligence and pricing applications to actually set prices in-house. And the first thing that I'd like to show you is a short video which shows us actually how we get that data. So innovation number 1 that I'd like to present is called our Lixto Visual Developer, and what you're seeing right now is a video. It's a recording of one of our engineers developing a data extraction program on the Booking.com website. So what's happening right now is the engineer is recording a navigation sequence to teach this tool where to find the data that we're interested in. You can think of this as something like a macro recorder. And it's a one-time process for each website. Once this navigation sequence is configured, we can feed any combination of query parameters through this data extraction program. And the entire thing has been developed without a single line of code. It's an entirely visual process. So this is a patented technology, and one of the main benefits of having a patented technology like our Visual Developer is that A, we can set up these processes very quickly. Second, the web is a very dynamic environment. Websites change. When the structure of a website changes, we need to go back and tweak that process. The point is, without having any kind of code that you need to dive into and dissect, we can transfer this to any free resource within our team. In fact, we can do this maintenance so quickly, usually our customers don't even realize that something has happened. Finally, once these programs are finished, we can deploy these in the cloud, utilizing thousands of different IP ranges that are constantly changing. It makes it nearly impossible for us to be detected. We look just like a customer visiting a website. And of course, the other benefit to deploying all of this in the cloud is that we can scale this in line with our customers' requirements without having all of the overhead and the hassle of needing to run your own data center. So that just keeps running. I think I'd like to go back to my slides. So we've talked about the cloud a little bit. Let's talk about the crowd. When we collect that data, we have a huge challenge. We need to normalize that data and make it comparable. A lot of the information that we pick up, like cancellation conditions, meal plans, descriptions of rooms. It's all located in free text fields around different websites. They have different designations for the exact same thing on different distribution channels. And what we did over time is we developed algorithms to try and map this data. And what we realized very quickly was that these algorithms don't work 100% of the time on 100% of the data. In fact, it's probably somewhere around 70% of the stuff that we can automate. So we didn't even try to take it any further. What we did is we went for a very low-tech solution called crowdsourcing. It's extremely scalable, and essentially what it is when we pick up new information on the web that needs to be mapped, we compile that and send it out to hundreds of workers that are trained on our process, and we're talking about mapping individual data records for pennies a piece. So by having hundreds of people that we can access at a moment's notice, when a new customer wants to come online or we want to add a new website to the service that we're collecting data from, we simply blast this out to the crowd and we get it back within hours, completely mapped, and we have checks and balances in place to make sure that's all accurate. So now you know how we got the data, you know how we make the data comparable. Let's take a look at the actual application. In fact, this is what our customers get and work with. So it's a BI application. It's all built on Oracle Business Intelligence. Again, all of this is open standards or say best of breed technology. And what we've done is created dashboards built around specific user cases. So when you log into the application, you get to a home screen. You can see we've got some tab navigation on the top here, and then some filter mechanisms that allow you to drill down to a specific cross-section of the data. Remember, we might have 50, 100, half a billion records in a database, so it's important to be able to make your to focus. And we have different graphics that show you, statistics about what you've selected. And of course, you can drill into that data, look at different cross-sections of prices. One of the interesting things that we do is that we combine information about price, about page rank. So where do my products, or where do products show up on different distribution channels? That's interesting for understanding why one channel performs better than another channel, and also customer evaluations, as you can see here. So beyond actually navigating through the data, we have various types of analysis that enable you to look at, for example, how are prices developing for the next 60 to 90 days. And of course, any of the information that we show you can also be viewed as a graphic. Or what have prices for the check-in date of today, how have those developed over the last 30 days? So what is the revenue management strategy that my competitors are employing? And of course, by looking at that in a graphical view, you can see that trend upwards as the check-in date gets closer, as you would expect it. A big part of what we do is looking for things like rate parity violations. So for example, large OTAs or hotel chains, I still told you at the beginning, rate parity is a myth. Well, in fact, it's so difficult to track your products over 40, 50 distribution channels and ensure that all of those rates for all of those different product combinations are aligned with your own website. So what we do is we extract that data and do like-for-like comparisons, meaning that we're looking at the same room type, same board type, same cancellation policy, and then just filtering out those particular cases, like you see here, where we need to focus our attention. And then what we do, because we don't stop there, is we actually put that into a workflow tool that enables us to communicate that back to the relevant market manager or hotelier who actually needs to change his price by preparing an email with all of the rate information, screenshots, and so on. So that's our solution in a nutcase, in a nutshell, and that's speaking fast. Those are the dangers. Yeah, thanks a lot, everybody.
How reliable is your crowdsourcing solution?
Yeah, the crowdsourcing solution is is very reliable. In fact, what we do is, at the most basic level, is we send out the jobs to be mapped to multiple workers, and when we see that they come back mapped 2 or 3 times in the exact same way, we'll consider it a match.
How do you reconcile site terms of use in your screen scraping?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
How do you reconcile terms of use for sites in your screen scraping?
All of the information that's posted on the web is freely accessible, and as long as we're not negatively affecting the performance of a website, we don't consider anything that we do to be illegal or in violation of T's and C's. In fact, T's and C's on websites a lot of times are way outside of what is legally enforceable, so I don't see it as an issue.
Business intelligence is just beginning to dawn on the travel industry. Other industries have used it for years, and we're just seeing more growth of it. What do you see as the future?
Well, the analytics that I've showed today are really just at the most basic level. I didn't want to go too over the top, but I mean, we see this data being integrated into a number of different applications throughout the organization. So I talked about pricing and revenue management, people being able to focus on, where do I need to optimize those prices, or how do I identify rate parity violations. But this could also be used in sales and marketing to, for example, focus your marketing spend on those products that are the most competitive, or to maybe even take it one step further, an OTA could be dynamically generating banner ads based on information that we're pulling off of the web in near time. So there's a lot of different directions that this could grow. I mean, obviously what a lot of people are saying is the panacea is the automated real-time pricing.